Hello guys, and today we'll be jumping into some LEGO Marvel, but that's not important because we're here to talk about E3 and what happened. E3, best things happened at E3 this year. Such big things happened this year, and I'm so happy to say that this is the best E3 that I've ever watched. I've watched 4 now. I'm not obviously the most experienced with E3, but I've watched 4 E3s and I know exactly how they pan out, and this one has been the best so far. Not because it's the most modern, but just the variety of stuff that will happen. But, as the title suggests, this isn't about an overall view. I'm doing separate videos on them all the way through the next couple of days. I'm here to talk about my opinion on who won, and how they did it, and, you know, how they are the best. Now, there's 5 from which you could, that it could be the 5 the press conferences, and they go in order: Xbox, EA, Sony, Ubisoft. I'm not too sure about which order they go in. All I know is I watched them in a different order probably. Then obviously Ubisoft, Sony, and then Nintendo. Now, since there's only 5, it's pretty easy to get a winner straight away, to be honest. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's not difficult to pick out 5. But honestly, this has probably been the most difficult E3 we've ever had. Just due to the fact that there was such a variety of things that were going on, it was unbelievable. But there were some down points, and I'll go through the worst parts of E3 this year later on in another video. But I'm going to talk about who I thought won, and in what order I think they went in. So, at number 5 in our list we have EA, and I was, to be honest, very disappointed in the content they produced, personally. Like, I'm a massive EA fan. I support EA. EA's been a big part of my life for quite a long time, including mainly the Need for Speed series, and I knew that I wasn't going to get any Need for Speed content this year, just due to the fact that they already said that they're not doing anything. So I was like, okay, no, that's fine. Battlefront is all good. We still got Mirror's Edge 2, and all that, and it was like, you know, it could be good. And what did they end up doing? Well, I can tell you something. They barely showed us anything. That's what they ended up doing. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, they showed us pre-alpha version of a brand new Criterion game. I don't know how to say that company, sorry Criterion, or whatever your name is. But they showed us a pre-alpha version of that, which is absolutely great, because I really want to see pre-alpha versions of a game that I don't even know anything about. All I know is it's got ATVs in it, and that's all I can tell you about that game. You know, and then they showed us earlier version of Mirror's Edge to get last year, which again, very disappointed about. You know, it could have been a lot better. It was really disappointing. And then obviously the other big part of an EA conference is the amount of rubbish sport content. You know, I hate sport content on. The only refreshing sport thing was that frickin', and if you don't know if you saw it or anything, but it was the PGA Tour thing. They had like battleships and like fancy golf. It looked really cool. But yeah, no, that was really super disappointing. EA really failed there. So the next one I'm going to go to, quite easily the next worst one to come out of it, was probably Microsoft. And I know people are going to be like, Microsoft. I have very valid reason for my point. First of all, although the content was good, there wasn't enough of it. So we had one teaser trailer for Forza Horizon. No, one trailer for Forza Horizon. We had not even a trailer or anything for the whole, what's his face? Oh, I can't think of his. Forza Nürburgring. That's the one. We had freaking not even a trailer for that. That was really disappointing. You know, it's that kind of thing. It makes it really annoying. how you can't even like see a bit of gameplay of it. They just showed us pieces of the track. Sunset Overdrive looked very good. There was some things that shine, like Unity, and that Dead Rising 3. I mean, I'm not saying there's bad points. I'm putting them in order of best, the worst to best, you know. But yeah, no. Overall, Microsoft didn't do the best job they could have done. They could have done a lot better, just due to the fact that, you know, it was Microsoft. Xbox could have done a lot better. The other thing that really pissed me off about Xbox was, although they mentioned a lot of awesome stuff, they didn't refer to Xbox 360 whatsoever, and it was a bit annoying how they just didn't acknowledge it whatsoever. That was a bit like, you know, that's a bit forceful. Like, they're trying to get everyone who's on the 360 to go out and buy an Xbox One, which is understandable since, you know, it's the next generation, but the least you could do is at least show some stuff for Xbox 360. You know, it's one of those things. I felt a bit like I felt a bit ripped off there, because I can't afford an Xbox One. I do not have the money for an Xbox One, and they made me feel like I can't play any game. I couldn't play any game that they announced because I can't afford it, which is like, so, you know. The other thing that annoyed me especially about it was just there wasn't many games. Like, they say there was a lot of games, but there wasn't actually that many. But anyway, moving on to the next one, because we're already like 7 minutes in. I need to get to the main bit of this video. So yeah, next one. This is really hard for me to say, but Ubisoft was number 3, and the reason why I say it's really hard for me to say is because there were it was really close. 3, 2, and 1 were very close. I'm sorry, they just were. Like, they did a brilliant job. But yeah, number 3 was Ubisoft. Great coverage and a great trailer for Unity. Far Cry 3, 4. Wow, same game. Far Cry 4 looks absolutely beautiful. The crew, oh wow, that time lapse of them going from one side of the country to the other. Oh wow, I love that so. That made my like E3 experience like, oh yeah, I just wanted to play that. And then they announced fucking beta for it, and I was just like, oh, it's so good. The Ubisoft for an hour's conference, easily just too good. It was so nicely compacted. There was only one game that I wasn't really bothered about, and that was Just Dance, obviously, but you know, the rest of it kind of made up for it. Very, very good. And I felt like they did a really good job for the time they had, and they could, if they had longer, they could probably, and they had a bigger team, they could probably bring out some amazing games. Like I'm not saying that they don't bring out amazing games, but like, they could bring out like absolutely beautiful games. And they could probably make their own games console. They're that good at what they do at the moment. Yeah, nevertheless, moving on to number 2, and this is the point where, you know, oh god, which one is it going to be? Number 2 is Nintendo. Now, number 2 is Nintendo for various reasons. One, I'm getting a Wii U very soon. I've actually decided that I want to get a Wii U more than an Xbox One. Personal reasons, like, I just feel like the Wii U is going to be better off, and the games were fantastic. Splatoons, I think it's called. Holy crap, Splatoons looks crazy good. Bayonetta, really good. That new Smash Bros, obviously, absolutely sick. And just like general stuff like that, looking really good. Really showing off like the Wii U's gamepad, the way the best it can be, you know. I feel like there's no other way they could have showcased that better. They're bringing out a brand new system that's never been used before. Like PS4's got the little touch thing on their controller. You know, that's not on an Xbox One controller. That's unique to there. And now they've got this like Skylander-ish type thing, which is going to be cool because they're actually getting Skylanders and that to be part of it. Imagine if you get like an update where you can put Skylanders monster things, the Skylanders themselves on Smash Bros. That's the kind of thing that they're hoping for. Like, I think cross-interface, cross-franchise, so like Disney Infinity, Smash Bros. Or something like that, you know, really interesting stuff. And then adding like maybe missions where you get to play as Mario and Link and stuff like that. Yeah, it's pretty clever. That's the kind of route I think. It's called Amiibo or something. Yeah, Amiibo. Sounds pretty cool. But anyway, we're 10 minutes into the video, and this is the point. Sony won. Sony won again, 2 years in a row. Congratulations, Sony. You're doing brilliantly. The reason why Sony won is mainly because they just showcased everything that we wanted. You know, it was unbelievable how well they did with the content that they had. Like, they showcased game after game after game, and every game that they showed would top the next one in a different way. So like, not like, oh yeah, this leads on to this because of this. It was, this leads on to this because not that, but this. And it was like, you know, it was that kind of thing, and I was absolutely loving it. And then you'll see a lot of the games that were showcased off at the Sony conference in my top 11 that I'll do. Top 11 most looking forward to games and all that coming up very soon. But holy crap, there's one game that I'm just going to mention right now. It's going to be in the list somewhere, I don't know where, but No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky. If you haven't seen it already, I really recommend. I'll be doing a whole video on that one game. Like, I'll be doing videos on everyone's conference, I'll be doing a video on that game. Because that game is made by an indie developer. Oh my god. I'm just going to give you a brief overview. Every person that starts the game gets their own planet. The world is infinite. That's all I need to say. Every planet's different, the world is infinite, you explore forever. That is the concept, and I think... I'm still mind blown. I watched this conference like a day ago, and I'm here like mind blown for the fact that that is even possible, and I'm looking at it, and it's too good. It's just too good. And then obviously there's all the other amazing stuff, like the fact that Sony actually, they mentioned Xbox 360 more than Xbox did at their conference. They actually said that you can take GTA 5 saves from the what's it called? From the Xbox 360 and the PS3 and port them onto your PS4, which I thought was brilliant. The fact that they included that, they mentioned it more than Xbox did. That's how much they also, I think, in the process showed off that project, whatever the fuck it's called, the Oculus Rift, basically. That they've actually showcasing it, and we're going to see a load of reviews. I'm not going to be playing it, obviously, but showing a lot of reviews of it over the next couple of days. I hope it's going to be really good. Also, there is a white PlayStation, which I will probably end up getting at some point, because I want a white... I'm talking to my friend, I really want a white collection of, like, because I got my white Xbox 360, and I'm gonna get a white... I don't want the black the Wii U, I want the white Wii U to go next to it. Now there's a white PS4, I am actually very happy now. But yeah, so it's just that kind of thing. And then there was this, it was loads, they saved the PS Vita, they've got like thousands of games coming to it, and they've got like the PS TV, which is like Apple TV except better, and then they've got PlayStation Now that has all the PS3 games and the PS1 games. If you only need the PlayStation 3 controller to play that, which are really cheap at the moment, so I mean, if you have a Sony TV and a PS3 controller, you can play hundreds of thousands of titles from PS Vita, PS1, PSP, PlayStation 3, all those games on your TV without a fucking console. That's amazing. This is next gen. This is next gen. And the fact they're integrating everything with everything. So PS3 links in with PS4, and PS4 links in with the PS Vita, and the PS Vita links in with, you know, both of them. And it's like, And then you've got the PS TV and the Sony TVs that work as well. And it's just like, it's unbelievable how much they're going into like the family. It is truly like a proper good. I don't know what really. It's so clever. I'm so happy that this is the way it's going to be. And you know, they've really made an effort to link everything together. And that's the reason why they won. It wasn't just the amazing games. The games were incredible. Like, I was looking at them in astonishment. There was this really beautiful game. It was about fucking fish and a bird or something. But holy crap, it just looked so good. And there's nothing that it's just there's nothing that can stop that. That looks like a good game. And then I think there was only one game that I wasn't looking forward to two games that I wasn't looking forward to in the entire PS conference, and that's because I didn't play the first how many games there were. So like Uncharted, I didn't play the first 3, so I don't know anything about it. So I'm not actually that interested in it. And then same with the Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain. That's the one. But yeah, because I didn't play them, so I don't actually know anything about them, because I'm not interested in something that I haven't played before. If there's like new games on the horizon, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, and just the list of stuff is like unbelievable. I'm so happy to say that Sony, you've done it again. Congratulations on your win. And what I'll be doing is, if you haven't seen any of the conferences, I'll be breaking them down on my channel in 2 ways each. So each conference will have 2 different videos on, not including the top 11 games, me talking to my friends. Hopefully Orion will be in on that, about the conference, and other amazing things to do with E3 as it goes along. What could happen next time, what we expect to do with the best game of the year, stuff like that. It's like, I think that this could be amazing, and I'm really looking forward to see what happens, generally. But, just before I go, I want to say, if you are, still interested in what's going on at E3, then make sure to go on Twitch. I'll link it in the description, and you can just go onto E3. If you go on games, the category of games, it should be the first thing, because there's so many people watching. It's E3, just E3 Twitch, and they are just broadcasting 24/7 interviews with it. Also go to GameSpot and IGN, they all have coverage of it 24/7, so you guys can keep in order with all the stuff that's happening. And then you can come back to my channel, or even subscribe to me on Twitch, because I hope to do a lot more stuff on Twitch. But apart from that, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to hit that like button and tell me what you think, or who you think won E3 for you, and why, because I'd love to know why, I don't know, Xbox did it for you. Because if you come up with a good enough reason, you might be able to convince me. Highly doubt it, but you might be able to convince me. But yeah, that will be it for today's video. I have enjoyed E3. I've really enjoyed watching it. I always do, really. It's just one of those things. I really look forward to it, and it's nice to know that there is something out there that I can look forward to. But anyway, as always guys, I will see you in the next one.